So, just to go over the last sort of two episodes, really. When I was coming online, I did hear Matt, you were talking about a rest. Hard to keep track of the
Everything.
hard to keep track of hours, really. But the rest that you had was a long rest. No, it was before. It was before you went down the various passageways where you found the gelatinous cube. But essentially, from where you were, you did the gelatinous cube, the demi plane, where you found the um, simulacrum. You then went off and had a bit of a battle where have I got this right? Let me just see if I got this right. Where the eye was on the stone monolith. You had a little battle there. Not long after that, then you headed south, where you met Halith, the map room. Then you headed further south through the secret passageway that he told you about, where you then confronted the bugbears, and there was the shrieker, what's it called, shrieker?
Yes.
With the fungus. And then that's where you guys left off in the last session. Because of the alert with the bugbears and the shrieker, there were goblins north of your position, which then came down, alerted more goblins. I'll have to count how many actually we were, to be honest, because there was. Which one's that one? 39.
I think you said
Jane
there was
knows exactly how many he killed.
I mean,
28, I think the number was.
Yeah, just in the Goblin Hall alone, which was the next sort of room up north. There was 19 in there. There was more dotted around there, and then there was the two Ettins as well that then jumped in on the fight. And there's a couple of cool things that were happening. Spike growth made an appearance, which it became like the hot gate out of 300. It was just like dealing damage as they were trying to get to the party.
Tom got man of the match.
Trying to work out how a creature fights whilst on top of another creature with a goblin on the shoulder, but I didn't think that one through, but I thought that was all right. And then that sort of left then at a place where the threat had been removed. Spike growth had been dropped. Everyone was sort of waiting. So yeah, you have had a long rest whilst being in this on this level of the dungeon. We haven't had any short rests, I don't think.
No.
And we sort of pick up in the massacred area. What else was I going to say then? Oh yeah, actually, I can actually count it. There were three bugbears. There was one intellect devourer, two Ettins, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 goblins.
Well, you pulled down the curtain a little bit last week anyway, didn't you, Darryl?
Did a little bit, yeah.
When you sent the picture.
Yeah, did a little bit.
I've been naughty.
Yeah, been naughty.
Been naughty.
I've gone it home. Right.
What's your favourite monkey?
So. Oh yeah, and Halith did take a little bit of damage as well. in there.
Are you running is it Halif or what's it? How do we spell Halif?
Aleph. Yeah, Aleph. It's well, it's gone. Can you see it on? Can you see it on your screen now? You should have you'll have a bar on it anyway. But it's I want to see if it's the same as the book actually. Yeah, it is. Yeah, HALLETH. Aleph Jenkins.
Halif? Who the fuck is Halif?
Right. So we make a start. Right. So where do we leave off? The death and destruction. The littered bodies. I think that's where we were at. The area where you currently are. Let me see. It's just more sort of interconnected hallways. There's nothing that stands out at this point. In terms of any sorts of features, is everyone in the same place? Oh, that was a good bit as well when some of you decided to walk off and go on a little mini adventure of your own.
We can't see like you can, Daryl, so we didn't know it was a big fucking roundabout, did we?
I know, but it was fun for me. And when I say fun, it wasn't fun at all. It was painful to watch. I was like,
painful.
They're off on a journey.
And then you cut back to the other one like a news presenter. Oh, it's good over here. Oh, it's shit over there, though.
Let's come back to the party that are doing nothing.
Yeah.
You DM, mate. It's all right. Come on. Right. So you're in the middle of these interconnected hallways. What would you guys like to do?
Well, when we finished the last session, we had the two-headed statue to look at, and there was a doorway in this room that we hadn't opened, wasn't there?
Yeah, Tavis is near the door, isn't he?
I don't know. I can't see Tavis.
I can't see everybody. Should we try and regroup? Guys, where is everyone? I can see Isla and Megan and Morphos, I think.
I'm to the left of Megan in the corridor.
Should we all try and move and regroup and just talk about what's next?
Well, we're all going to try
Yeah,
and
there's
move.
a
Where
door.
we're moving to.
There's a door here that hasn't been opened, I think.
What, where you are?
Yeah, I think there's a door here.
Well, there's one down here where Tavis was, and there's one up near you then.
Come in the middle, let's have a chat. Regroup.
Ping where you want us to regroup.
By me and Megan, and now Morphos.
Cool.
There's still someone in the corridor.
You were in shadow.
Let's all get in a huge clump, and then if there is anything that causes an area of effect.
Oh no, wait, let's not stand together. Failing make thunder wave us.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot about the friendly fire.
That's what I was going to say. That was the bit that, because we were talking about the man of match. I was like, I thought, yeah, good man of match, but previous session, friendly fire.
No, do you know what? Do you know what? We'll put him down as a classic Titus Bramble performance. 89 minutes of brilliance, one absolute clanger.
One own goal.
I found out that you got in the way.
You literally could have helped it. You didn't walk into the spell.
You could have. You could have.
No, I'm not sure it could.
You could.
No, I don't think it could.
Bramble. Bramble.
That's a very fitting name considering the spike growth.
Oh, yeah.
Bramble. DB.
Forget Italian, we've got Bramble.
Oh, what was the catchphrase we finished with? Let's prune.
Animal form.
Ah.
So
Let's
TM
go
bits would be
against
the
character.
five.
Let's all go against character. Get into character. Right, go.
Okay.
Let's have it.
Right, Thalion, you're its hit.
Oh, cheers, thanks.
So I was getting into character.
That's just normal.
It's warmer.
Hold my beer. Hold my lemons.
Where is Haleth? I can't see Haleth.
There was one left in the
he's-
side as well.
It's in shadow. I'll move him around.
Okay, cool. You're in charge of Haleth and Dolly, yeah.
There he is.
Should we go for this door then?
So, before we do go for the door, what do you think you guys' plan is? Because when I heard that voice, because I touched the obelisk, it directed me towards the statue with the two heads and said that that's the path that we need. So, I guess we've got a decision to make. Do we want to try and clear out everything on this top level, or do we want to hurry up and try and get down?
Well, I mean, you can go look at the statue, but we still need to make sure that everything's clear around us. We don't want anything sneaking up on us.
Yeah, but how much?
Right, I
How
need to
much of this place do you want
pop-
to search before you
I
contend
need to
with
pop
that?
out of character again because to
I want to
check.
burn it to the ground.
Didn't we see stairs going down?
We did.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was
So-
definitely stairs going down.
They,
I
they were
can't
by
remember
the
where it is in
statue.
context to this.
By that statue. So we can open this door and potentially fight another 20 goblins, or we can just leave the door shut and head down, which is the objective.
Okay, well, let's go and check the statue out then.
Yeah, because we wanted to find the map room, which we've done.
Oh, we're going to have to open that door at some point.
was there
Anyway,
anything
what
else
do you
we
think?
wanted
Or...
to do on this level? Or had we pretty much done what we felt we could done? I mean, there's the whole northern part that we've not really touched at all.
Yeah, I don't know if we do need to open that door ever. What we need to do is head down, down, down in this dungeon, eventually find this magic item that the Blackstaff needs, and then head up, up, up in this dungeon and out. And we know from here, we've made a little rough map here. We'll remember that. We'll remember our way. We don't ever need to open that door unless we come back up here and our way that we know is blocked. And God knows how long it's going to take us to get down. So
But then,
it's been more than the day we've been on just this level. So
if we don't
anything could happen.
search the area, then we might miss something that'll help us later. Like the arch.
What did the arch do?
We had that teleportation arch where we needed to find the wand to make it work.
Oh, the mirror. Was that a mirror?
The mirror, was it?
I think,
Yeah, mirror.
yeah. When we're throwing here, I think we should probably open it just to check.
We only find those things by exploring. I mean, I didn't want to come down here anyway. Not for the reason that we've been sent down. So I'm all up for getting through this as quickly as we can. But on the other hand, it is handy knowing some of the secrets along the way.
Yeah, okay, that's a fair point. I was thinking expediency was our main goal. I mean, I think our friend Haleth here would vote for.
Yeah. So what's the line for investigation? Are we gonna have to search every single room, or do you just want to search the area around the two-headed statue?
I think this dungeon's tricky as fuck. I think this guy has got all sorts of tricks up his sleeve and traps, and there's other stuff going on here that's not even down to this mad mage. It's like, didn't we learn? Didn't he tell us that like there was a war going on down here between, was it Xanathars and the Gith? There's going to be all sorts we're going to have to encounter on. We need to get down. We need to find this item. And we need to get back, and then we can start our lives again. It might be slightly odd
Yeah,
coming from me, but
you said there's a war between the Mind Flayers and the Githyanki.
the Mind Flayers and the Githyanki. Well, that's a whole lot of fun, isn't it? But I don't know. Maybe we vote. Personally, I vote. Look at the statue. Head down the stairs.
I vote door.
Right here, you're not, and then we could go down a statue. There could be something in them, and if it is, then we can make the decision.
Missed the first bit.
Generally,
What you
mate.
said then?
I said I think we should open these doors, this door, because we could check in it. It could be nothing. It could be an empty room, and then we get out, and then we go and look at the statue.
And what if there's a door in the next room? Do we go through that one?
Well,
This is why we have smart people in the group. Thank you, Isla.
No, it's just a question.
Well, it's not. It's the logical extension of the whole discussion.
You know,
bash. I walk through the door.
He's gone. He's gone.
Okay, you can see that you're in a well, from your limited vision, you can see that there's a passageway that leads into a door in ahead of you, and you can also see that the passageway also turns to the north. As you make your way towards the first, or this alcove that's on your right, to the south, you can see that there is a statue of an elf, looking grand, in the clothing, the armor, and the pose as well. It's almost Greek Olympian as it in this pose, and it's got this this spear, this golden spear, which he's hold on to, and he sort of like points at the way that he wants to throw this spear. Ahead of you, to the east, is a doorway. Yeah, you can see that the passageway continues north.
Okay. Do I notice anything more about the statue, or is it just? It's not like where the spear's aiming. It's not aiming in a direction that would be where I'd want to go.
You can make an investigation check to just try and sort of weigh up and see which way it's. I mean, generally, no, it's not sort of pointing. It's not pointing directly north.
It's a natural one, Daryl. It's a natural one.
It's not pointing north. It's sort of off.
Okay.
Who else has just walked into the room? So we've got. Can't quite see.
Morthos.
Yeah, and I've walked in there too.
Yeah, so I think from Morthos, you can see that the passageway with your vision, you can see that the passageway leading north opens up, and you can also see that there is another two alcoves, one to the east and one to the west. You can see that there is sort of stone. Well, it looks like stone statues, but you can't quite see them. You can sort of see there's little bits like an arm one side or the position of a leg the other, but you'd have to go up to have a proper look. How far does your vision? Yeah, you can see there's a door at the end as well to the north.
I would say to Nade and Thorin, see what looks like another couple of statues up here. I'm going to go check them out.
Is there any writing on this statue?
Make an investigation.
investigation. 19.
19. So you're getting in and around the statue itself. There is no inscription on it. The detail in the stonework is exceptional. It really is detailed, right down to buckles and various parts of the armor. But yeah, no inscription.
And the only part of it that's different is the spear. The rest of it's just...
Yeah. There's like a gilded spear that they're holding in this sort of position. Morthos, you can see from your position now that there are another two statues. Both of these are elven. One has the hair tied back and down into it, so it's long and down their back, and the other one has just got their hair flowing forward. Both of these look ancient. The stonework is really good, really intricate with the flowing cape on one of them. One holding a bow. The other one looks like he's drawing a sword. All three are in a sort of an action pose.
Is there anything from the statues that jumps out at me that piques my memory or interest?
Roll a history check.
Uh, 18.
No, they're not something that would strike you as something you know about.
The weapons look like this. Actual weapons.
What's that? Sorry.
So, do the weapons on the statues look like the part of the statue, or do they look like actual weapons that you could remove off the statue?
You'd have to have a proper investigation and get around it.
Can I go over to this one then and just see if is that the one with the sword? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I just see if I can touch the sword and see if it actually pulls out, or if it's just...
Yeah, as you, I won't even make you roll. As you get close to it, you can see that this is stone. It's the same stonework that the rest of the statue is in.
Okay, that's fine.
And as you glance over your shoulder at the bow, you can see that's the same.
So, Morthos, do you want to open the door?
Yeah. Might as well, as we've come up this far.
I was just going to
Is
leave.
this...
You arrive outside and you can make out that this is very similar to the areas that you've previously been in. As an extension, you can see that these are all interlinked. But here, you can see that there is a lot of detritus on the floor. There's a lot of mess, and a lot of bones that have been piled up. And just make a quick investigation check.
14.
12.
Yeah, Megan, it's probably safe to say that the Ettins that you fought earlier on were living in this area. This is where they were being
So shout out
kept.
to more. Shout out to Morthos. Can you see anything else over there?
Yeah, not much. Not much of interest.
All right, let's make it.
Just for those that weren't here yesterday in the last session, one of the things that was picked up on the Ettins was that all 4 heads had a burned imprint of a circle with equidistant spokes on it. So they were obviously part of the Xanathar gang.
Okay, I'm going to make my way back through room. Through a door, and it's led us into a bigger room where obviously all those things that we've just killed were. So there's nothing through that way now.
Thorin, as you're walking away, what is your passive perception?
14.
Okay. As you're about to move, just casting your eye back at the statue, you see that across the sort of abdomen of the statue itself, you see what looks like a seam, open like a crack, but you don't hear it. You don't hear the stone. You just see this weird. It's almost like an illusion of this line just appearing and splitting. And as you sort of stare and look at it, it spreads, and this is all happening in milliseconds. It spreads, and you see that as it widens, you can see there's just rows of teeth, and from then it just opens, and you see that the arms of the statue, including this spear, just turn to these pseudopod like arms. You see this pink tongue just coming out of this crack. You've seen one of these before, and this is a mimic. Right, if you'd like to roll initiative,
Nice.
I'd say for those in the room to roll initiative. So that's Negan and Morthos as well.
6.
Statue mimic, sexy.
7.
$18.
Okay, so Morthos, you see this this statue just turning and morphing, and from the chest and across the chest there, and even onto the face in some areas, you see what the stone just opening up, and you can see that these red eyes with black dots in the middle, and you sort of see the stone blinking. You see this tongue now just heading out towards Thorin. What do you want to do?
I just shout at Thorin, watch out. Pull both my daggers out and go to attack.
Okay. Roll your attack.
Natural 20 to hit.
Boom.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Roll the,
Let's roll a
Nice.
set.
Come on. Damage is 8.
Okay. Yeah. With the dagger, with one dagger, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you see this tongue just sort of whipping, you just, with the backhand of the dagger, just slicing through it, and you see that there's quite a large cut as it comes back round, and you sort of pulled it away from striking Thurin at that time. As the tongue whips and comes back round, it's going to take a strike at Thurin. And that's going to be a 12 to hit.
Miss.
No misses.
Okay. Okay. That will then take you to your turn. So you watch as Morthos has just changed the course of this pseudopod from just coming round and attacking you as it's your turn.
Is Morthos equipped with 2 daggers?
That's why I asked
Yeah.
whether it was one dagger or 2.
All right. If he brings out 2, I think he gets a second. Sorry, carry on.
Have you got that ability, have you, for Morthos? The two weapon fighting.
Who?
It's not an
haven't got it
ability.
on.
It's just if you're equipped with 2 light weapons, then it lets you use your bonus action to make a second attack if you want.
I'm
Oh,
happy
nice.
to allow it.
Yeah.
Yeah, make the attack.
Nice.
And then Thorin, it's on you then, yeah?
Okay, cool.
So that's 13 to hit.
13 hits.
And 3 damage.
Okay. Okay, Thorin.
I'm gonna whip out the Staff of Withering and with a bonus action cast Shillelagh on it. And then I'm gonna attack the Mimic with the Staff of Withering.
Okay. Pumping some necrotic in there.
Oh, would you believe I rolled a natural 1?
Oh,
No.
It's taking you by surprise, really. As you sort of fumble to ready yourself and ready the staff, you kind of just miss your opportunity to get in and sort of struggling more to defend yourself in the attack. Negan.
Yeah, I want to. I've still got my axes out from the previous bout, so I just want to do the attack with both my axes. Oh, that is a 28 to hit.
28 hits. Massive. Massive.
Oh, fuck off. That's 1 point of damage on the first one.
Okay.
can't be, mate. You're
Oh, hang
your
on, no,
modifiers.
Strength.
7 points of damage on the first one.
Yep.
22 to hit on the second dice.
It's rolling massive tonight.
And that is 11 points of damage on the second axe.
Nice.
Bang.
Yeah, you're sort of, you just don't know what's what. It's this weird sort of head that's protruding out of a body of a stone statue. It's all quite weird to look at, but you're just taking massive swings in huge chunks. As we go back to the top of the round with Morthos.
Could I, from the corridor, make a perception check, seeing as the first thing Morthos did was shout out, watch out?
Yeah, we'll do a break between the
Alright, sweet.
between
Sorry,
the
mate.
2 rounds for anyone that wants to.
So, perception check, yeah?
Yeah, you
Awesome.
probably have to move. Oh, you're listening out for.
Yeah, just to see if I heard Morthos shout, watch out, to Thorin from the other room. Got a 19.
But yeah, I'd say you would hear you'd hear what was going on.
Okay, so I'd make my way 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'd make my
Okay.
way into there, kind of see something, and then do you want me to roll initiative now, or?
Yes, please.
Got 14 initiative.
Okay. Okay.
Would I wouldn't. That's probably my go, isn't it? Perceive, make my way in. Yeah, that's fine.
To get into the initiative order, we're now top of the round, so I'd put you back into the initiative anyway. But for anyone else that's outside the room that isn't currently engaged, if there's anything that you want to do, we can do it now.
No, I'm good. I'm
That's
gonna.
fine.
If I hear what's going on, I'll kind of poke my head in and see what's going on and roll my eyes.
Yeah, I'd say that with seeing Tavis running in there and
I'd
hearing
say
what.
shit. Sounds like trouble, and then make my way in.
Okay then, if there's nothing for us there, no.
No, I'm just gonna.
Talion?
I'm gonna stand by the door, keeping an eye on things, and if they start to look precarious, I'll get involved. But with loads of people kind of being all around it, I'm just gonna let it be.
No worries. Right then, so top of the round, Morphos.
So meta, really, but if I move, does that provoke an attack of opportunity?
It will do, yeah.
Sure does.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, just daggers then.
Okay.
So
Or
just
dagger.
you can use your action to disengage and move away. And you won't get an attack of opportunity, but you won't really be able to do anything else.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, 16 to hit.
16 hits.
4 damage.
Okay. Yeah, as you
second one.
again taking a swipe with the reverse of your hand, and I'm lunging in for a second attack.
Which is natural 1.
Oh. Yeah, you managed to get one in, but it's flailing around, and these pseudopods are they're quite hefty. So as it's coming back round from the attack from Negan, it's sort of really sort of coming your way and thrashing around it, and it's mad really because you're hitting what looks like stonework, but obviously the feel of it against the blade doesn't feel like that at all. Anything else from Morphos?
That's it.
Okay, Tavis.
Okay, yeah. Just to clarify that 2-weapon fighting thing, you can use your bonus action to make a second attack if you're holding a light weapon in each hand. But the second attack, you don't get to add your modifier to the damage.
Okay.
Good to know.
And that's why there's a 2-weapon fighting feat, which means you can add your modifier to the damage. That's the difference between
Got you.
fighting and the 2-weapon fighting feat.
That's
That
not
we've been
bad.
confused about for like 3 years now, to be fair.
Yeah, no cheers on that. Obviously, with the
that's
natural one, it cancels out anyway, so
Yeah.
we're still good.
I can see this thing that they're fighting then, can I?
Yeah, you're up.
Could I get a shot off at it? Can I get my daggers off at it, or not because of the people around it?
It is in the alcove, and it would be behind. Well, it is behind Negan, so that all three of them are sort of crowded in front of it.
Yeah. So I'd probably risk hitting them, would I?
I'd say so. I'd say it would have at least half.
Oh, it's got cover. It'd have cover, yeah.
Which would give it a +2 bonus to its AC.
Okay. I'm gonna go for it anyway. I'll move around like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So that specifically Negan isn't in the way. And then I'll try 2 attacks with the brace for flying daggers.
Yeah, with everyone still being in there, I'd still say it was +2 to the.
Yeah, just like roleplay wise, make
Yeah,
Negan's too big of a target to throw daggers around.
Yeah.
The first one's gonna probably miss with a 10.
Yeah, that's a miss.
The second one with an 18 though might be more successful.
Yep, that hits.
They're in melee with it, are they?
They are, yes. Sneak attack.
So sneak attack. Yeah, cool. 10. 16. Yeah, that's 19 points of damage with that second dagger that flies in and then disappears into the ether and reappears back on my bracer.
Okay. Yeah, as you're slinging it, it's a narrow shot, and you know that you've got this sort of little window that you manage to sail this dagger really accurately through, and the dagger just hits and strikes in this sort of non-fleshy but fleshy mimic and disappears entirely. Thorin, you just feel that all you feel is like a whisper just brushing past your head. Anything else for Tavis?
You know what? I'm going to take a bonus action to. Oh no, I don't know. There are statues up there, do I? No, I'll just. I don't know. No, nothing else for me. Thank you.
Okay. That then takes us to the mimic, who is going to. Yeah, it's gonna take a bite at Thorin. Rolling straight tonight. That's going to be 10 to hits. That's a miss. As you sort of see, it's almost like a desperate sort of lunge at you as overcrowding it, and that's going to be its turn, taking us to Thorin.
So as he misses trying to bite me, I'll use the Staff of Withering to try and bop him on the head.
Yeah.
Which is a 20, not natural.
Definitely hits.
So that's a D8. So that's I think it's just 3. Sorry, just let me check shillelagh.
Negan, you're up next, yeah?
I'm fucking ready.
I'm gonna whiz him, and then I'm gonna whiz him again.
I'm gonna put him in the fucking
So
ground.
it's 7 points of bludgeoning damage and 7 points of necrotic damage.
Oof, big hit. Yeah, you rearing back, sort of bracing your foot back to take this lunge forward. As it's just snapped at you, you get covered in all this like mucusy sort of saliva, if you like. You can see that the actual head of this mimic is more the chest area. This head is just sort of a almost illusion on top, as you're then going to strike into the chest, sending it deep and feeling that necrotic energy pulsing out. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's it.
No, it sort of withers back and whips again. This tongue and pseudopods moving around. Okay, Negan.
I will continue with the axes. That's 16 for the first axe.
Put 'em in
16
the
hits.
ground.
And that is 9 points of damage on the first one.
Oh, as you looking up at this this mimic, and it is just slightly taller than you. You just spin the axe round and just take one good lunge at it, preparing the next axe to go in. You just hear this squeal almost. It's like the worm out of Tremors squeal, that sort of noise that comes out of it as you straight into it. You sort of digs in and you have to yank it free, pulling teeth out from this chest mouth thing as it then just sags back into the wall. And you sort of wait, jumping in to get this next hit, but just sort of see it limp and these pseudopods going limp and slushing and falling to the. You sort of see this creature of half stone and half teeth and purple pseudopods lying dead on the floor.
Nice.
Make double sure, Negan.
When I kill something, it stays killed.
Thanks, Negan.
Good
Thank
job.
you. Do we think the other two statues could be the same, or are we just
Do
going
we
to make
care?
a walk away?
I think we should check. Bring it on. I haven't used his daggers in a while.
You're going to lose some if you keep throwing them like that.
Burn. I just want to look at Tavis and say, we stood by it for a while and nothing happened. What happened when you were stood here?
Nothing. It was exactly the same as when you left it until I turned my back to it and tried to leave. I think it was just waiting for the opportune moment.
Okay. And did you open the door down the side there?
No, that's where I was heading.
That's where you were heading. Okay. Well, should we check this through this door, and then if there's nothing else, then we'll make our way back to the statue and then go for the stairs.
Yeah.
Did one of you get hurt? Did one of you get hurt just then?
No, I'm all good.
Okay.
I'm good.
That's good, but we're just risking damage before we go down for stuff we've definitely got to face.
Did you not want to go through this door, Tavis? You want to go back to the statue now, yeah?
Yeah, but you know, I'm gonna hang around and be here to help if you guys need help. If you're gonna go opening doors, you might need help, so I'm gonna stick around. I just don't see what there is to be gained from wandering around here. We could probably spend the rest of our lives just wandering around this level.
Well, how
While more
about
stuff
throwing-
pops up, or other adventurers come down and want to try and fight us because they think we're going to steal all the good goodies down here and stuff. I think, yeah.
How about Thurin just goes through that door, he has a quick look round, and then we'll make our way back.
Well, that was the exact plan the last time when you just went through this door, and now we're just going through the next one.
But we found a statue that turned into something.
Which is wonderful, and it could have hurt us, and luckily it didn't. But it didn't get. We haven't learned anything. We are no better off.
I mean, the
I'm
guild.
gonna hang around here. You guys do what you're gonna do, and I'm gonna help you if you need help. I think I've made my case, and that's cool. This is we can run this democracy. That suits me. I'm fine with it. But I'm just letting you know, there's no logic.
Should we go back to the statue then, Thorin?
Yeah.
Open the door. You know you want to. I'm fine. I am fine with it. It's fine. I like a bit of action as much as the next guy, but ultimately, I don't want to spend my life down here.
I didn't want to come down here in the first place.
Well, we all got made to come, didn't we?
Yeah.
But we're here now, and we ain't getting out for a while.
And crucially, I think we need to stick together.
Go on, Morthos, stick your head through.
Can't see much down here.
No
Just
statues.
goes up. Just seems to go on and on south for a very long way.
Okay. All right then. Well, let's make our way back to this other thing.
I think it's worth exploring this.
I think if it's going on for a long, long time, I think we'd be thing not to obviously go check out the stairs, especially.
Well, we know where
Morthos,
the
you can see that again. This is very uniform in terms of the cat's arse. I mean the passageways that you've seen prior. As this one's heading further south.
only thing with the stairs is we know where that's going to take us.
Yeah. Okay. Let's call this a dead end. I'm coming back.
Okay.
Yeah,
So do we know
right.
our way back then?
I might need some help of people who were in the last session, or maybe even the DM about which is the way back to the two-headed statue.
Isn't it just like
It's
open left in it? Like
Start-
generally left.
down this way, where I'm pinging.
Is that the
That's
statue? Is it? I mean, there's the stairs, yeah. Well, because Hallister warned me about this statue, and I wasn't in the last session to actually see it. What do I see when I'm looking at this statue?
Okay, so on face value, what you're seeing is a dwarf wearing a. It's all made out of granite. It's all carved from granite.
Cool.
This statue, but you can see that there's a dwarf. It looks quite regal. It's armored. It's like a thin sort of circlet crown on his head. He's holding a war hammer. The war hammer is down, so that the head of the war hammer stands between his feet. He's sort of got a grip of it with these sort of dwarf strong arms, and on the neck is a sort of grotesque, almost face. It's like a maw with teeth that are sort of protruding from it, eyes, just this head that's just on its neck. But other than that, everything is just part of this stone statue.
Okay, cool. Does it look kingly? Because that's what Hallister said, the two-headed king.
Yeah, like I say, he's got this sort of ringlet, this like crown.
Right, yeah, okay, sorry.
On his head. Like I said, big beard, armor, just dwarf, very dwarf.
Do I recognise him?
Make a history check.
What's my history? 19.
No.
No, you're quite from your teachings as a child. You're quite knowledgeable on the sort of lineages of sort of major dynasties of dwarfs and dwarven kings and stuff like that. But you've never heard a story of one that had almost a second head. This one would be quite new to you.
Does this just because Hallister pointed out the statue so much and called him the two-headed king? Is there anything? Can I inspect the statue, see if there's anything? Like, I don't have detect magic, but maybe just see if there's anything like magical about it or anything.
Just make a perception check.
Ooh, not good. 6.
No, you think that you are convinced that there's something to this, but you just can't. You're struggling to see what. It just looks like there's a. It just looks like a statue. It's just
Okay. Just mention to the guys. Guys, I think there's something. I think there's something going on with this statue. Something weird about this statue. I don't know if any of you want to take a look or. But Hallister, like the message that I heard when I took the obelisk said, go descend the path to his left. So this is, I think, is if we can. I mean, I don't know if we can trust him at all, obviously, but this is what I think. This is the way. This is down, and down is where we know we need to go. But if anyone wants to take a look at the statue, if we've got anything.
I'll go and take a little look at it and see if there's, if the statue's like pointing in like a certain direction, or if there's anything in the hands or anything that's like symbolizing like direction or something like that.
Yeah, make a perception check.
17.
You're giving it a good look over and sort of just looking for any sort of minor details. Or one of the things that you notice is that there's a slight gap between the hands and the hammer itself. They're not made from the same piece of stone. They're separate, and one is in the hands of the hammer's in the hands of the dwarven king.
Negan, can you, because I'm vertically challenged, can you see if this hammer comes out of his hand? Unmute yourself there, brother.
Can I try and go for the hammer?
What are you trying to do with it?
Jerk it.
Just trying to lift it up. For fuck's sake.
Jesus.
You're trying to lift it up.
Like that.
There's only one out.
Let chaos reign.
What's happened to Negan going down? Like up, he's all right. Down, he's like.
If the hammer's coming through through his hands, I'll try and just touch the tip.
It's getting worse.
I'm peppermilling it. I'm going from the peppermilling it.
So he's got the tip and you've got the shaft.
Sounds like standard. Sounds standard. 2-man job.
So, let me clarify. What are you trying to do with it?
Trying to see if it pulls out or moves or acts as.
Yeah, the way I've understood it, I might have understood it wrong, is like the hammer is a different material to the hand. There's a gap between the hand and the hammer, and therefore it may appear as if the hammer will come out of the hand if properly pepper grinded.
Can I spit on my hands first as well?
That's my brother. I feel on that. Right. So
Hang on. I've got this. A long, long time ago, I bought a small pot of grease. If you remember it well,
Let's grease it up.
I will take the grease and just lube it up.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Blip, blip, lube.
Just the ring. Just lube the ring.
What, in the
Wow.
hand?
Right,
You lube in the hand.
Lube in his hand.
Lube in the hand.
This is
Okay.
ironic because this
With
chat
the hand
is
of the statue.
descending. This chat is descending quickly, whilst we are not.
I'm like British. I'm like in a strong man, you know, when they're trying to lift stuff. No, it's like
Yeah, you're getting the tacky on.
Sure.
yeah,
You're
get that on.
tacky on. Yeah. Yeah, it's not tacky, it's grease. You just grease it up with your arms. Fuck's
Lovely.
sake.
This is it.
Oh god, there's a happy ending coming soon, isn't there? Anyway, so you're
Come on, Daryl.
right for Isla.
Daryl's finger?
Being vertically challenged, you would be greasing it up in a kind of this sort of motion going round. Negan, you go to lift the hammer up, greased up. I know you're going to do it, but you go to lift the
Yeah.
hammer up.
Jerking motion.
The hammer doesn't lift, but what you do feel is it twists.
So do I feel like it goes more one way than the other when I'm if I do it?
You can feel that if the hammer is sort of flat facing you, the long side facing you, that it's sort of, if you were to turn it clockwise, it hits a stop, but it seems to move if you turn it anti-clockwise, and back it hits the stop.
I relay this down to Isla. I'm like, Isla, if I can rotate it, one
Isla.
way.
Twist the shaft.
I'm gonna twist it, baby. I'm gonna twist it, so I'm gonna carry on going around. Ooh,
As
ooh,
you
ooh.
You can do it. Twist it.
I'm
Twist
trying.
it harder.
Shake it, baby.
Twist it, shake it, shake it, shake it.
okay,
Oh dear.
as you twist and you're going 180 degrees now, so that the backside of the hammer now is facing you, and as you get to this point, you feel this like stone on stone sort of shift and grind. You sort of feel the vibration in the floor, and the pedestal and the statue on top of it starts to, in Indiana Jones fashion, just sort of raise up a little bit, and it raises up about 3 feet. And you can see that within the stonework of the pedestal is a carved out slot, and it's it's risen.
I just hold out
What's in the slot?
my arms and go, Tavis, inspect the slot for traps. Be our proverbial gynecologist and inspect this hole.
I'm wiping my brow at this point.
13 steps
The-
back.
The earth moved for me. I'll step forward and inspect that hole and see if I think that it might be trapped or anything.
I will assist him by casting light and holding it, moving it in different angles to see if it catches anything in the light to give him a helping hand.
Nice.
Okay. As you take a knee, at the same time that light is being cast, you see that there is glitter and shine that comes out of the aperture itself.
Oh, right,
You can sort of see that it glitters and catches, and as you sort of get down to that level and look inside, you can see the actual real stone circlet or metal crown, that is on top of the statue's head. It's a perfect. The one that's on his head is a perfect stone replica of the actual crown that's underneath him within the pedestal.
Oh gosh. Can I inspect it for traps just in case?
Yeah, you can make a check.
That's investigation, yeah?
Yeah.
And does this light stuff give me advantage because he's helping? That's what he's going for.
That was my intent.
Yeah, you can have advantage on that.
That was my
Sweet.
intent.
23 we got with a
Woo!
17.
Numbers.
23. Yeah, it's no. There's no traps. This looks like it was considered to be enough security in terms of a hiding place for the crown. What
Yeah,
is strange, really, is the fact that this level that you've been on seems to have been well worn, well plundered, and it looks like you've perhaps found something that has remained hidden for quite a while.
Nice.
Sweet. I will grab it. Do I know what it is? Can I inspect it?
I mean, you can see that it is a crown. It's a circlet that would sit neatly on your head.
Well, I'll tell you what, how about this for a trade? You and I will sit here for 10 minutes whilst you identify this, because you've got that, haven't you?
Correct, I do. As I have ritual ability to identify it in 10 minutes.
And that means that Morthos, you can go and look through the other door. Be back in 10 minutes.
Fill our boots.
Sounds good.
If I let go of this hammer now, will it just close it up again, or will it stay open?
I think if you turned it back, it'd probably close up again, wouldn't it?
Should we just do that? Just close it
Let's
up.
hide. Let's
you
hide
take it out
in there for funsies.
I mean, if I was more of a, bardic gnome, I'd probably take a shit in there first, but I'm not. So
Could hide a goblin head in there.
Have you got
yeah,
one?
I feel like we should leave something in there for a laugh.
What could I even? Most of the stuff that I tend to hang on to is useful. I do have some fangs from a were rat.
That's pretty random. Let me see what I've got in the team and/or party inventory.
Or you could run and grab, while Morphos is off opening doors, someone could run and grab a goblin's skull or something.
Oh, that's not bad, is it?
There's plenty of them knocking around.
They're everywhere. So I'm gonna be here for 10 minutes. So I'd quite like, because I'm gonna be concentrating. I'd quite like someone to stick around just in case something weird happens.
I will stick around with you. Because
Okay,
every time I'm not with you, you die.
This is fair. This is fair.
It's a good tag team.
Every time
It's
I'm
always a
with
good
you,
tag.
you die. Either way, I'll stay with you whilst you cast this.
Where did Morthos go?
I think he's going to run for a door.
I think he's literally gone looking through the door.
Has he Leroyed it? Okay, so in whatever order Daryl thinks, I'm going to cast... it's going to take 10 minutes, but I'm going to cast Identify on this. What did you call it? A circlet? Like a crown? Yeah. But deal with them, maybe, because who knows?
Are you coming as well, Tavis? I mean, Thurin.
Yeah, someone's got to keep an eye on you two.
Oi, oi.
If you need me for whatever reason, just holler.
I've got the set in stone.
And I will come out waddling.
You know that's not the right way.
I know that now.
Okay. Yeah, you sit down and you're casting Identify then on this item. Everyone else is starting to move back towards those doors, heading through. Again, it's very much what you've seen previously.
I just got a virtual whisper. That's awesome.
Okay, heading south now. You see that there's a door to the east.
You want to take the honours?
You head into a room. This room has got a really acrid smell to it. It's really, really quite potent, and you can see that there's a lot of, I don't know, muck. Want someone to say a better word on the floor itself? But there's a lot of shit that you're starting to walk through, Morphos, as you're going really deep into that room. You're looking around. There's nothing really that strikes you other than there's quite a large crack in the ceiling, like a fissure in the above you, and it's not shallow either. This is like looking into really sort of dark, and sort of goes beyond your vision really. Just roll a perception check.
Can I as well?
Are you in the room?
I just stepped through the door, yeah.
16.
Okay.
And mine was 12.
Yeah. Thorin, do you want to roll yours? Give me one sec. Okay. Sorry, what were the two scores again? 12 was one.
Yeah, I got 12.
16. Mine.
16. Thorin, you can see that as you're sort of looking in, you think you can make out like a shift of movement within the ceiling itself. This is very dark in here, and you hear like a titter, almost like a squeak and a shift, very subtle. Morphos, you look up, and you think you can see something moving within the crack itself. As you're sort of standing there and watching, you see you see what looks like a bird, just maybe a little bit bigger, probably about sort of seagull size, really. Just descend. You see this long, almost like fleshy beak with this weird, almost like face and hair, almost like a bat. This fleshy creature of sort of weird wing, really. It sort of descends down really quickly. You sort of see there's like holes. It's a bit sort of tattered. This creature, but from its abdomen, you can see that there's sort of like two sets of arms. You can see there's a tail behind it. It's weird. It's not a bird, and it's just this creature that just descends. Thorin, I'd like you to roll a history check.
Okay. It's not bad. 13.
13. It's not like a split second of is it or isn't it? You're sort of looking at it as it descends towards Morthos, and you sort of take a step back a little bit, it dawns on you where you've seen a creature of this type before. You were in Wave Echo Cave. You'd walked into a dark room and were attacked by these winged creatures. And it just descends on Morphos. First one, then two, and then a third. I'd like you three to roll initiative.
Oh, shit, it's not again.
Initiative
You're
on
thinking hard.
15.
7.
Hang on. 9.
15 was Thorin, yeah? What's your dex?
No,
for
I
Thorin?
got 7.
Oh, sorry, you got the 15s of Morphos.
Yeah.
What's your
Dex
dex?
-1.
So 9 was Negan, yeah?
I was in the mate. Can you see me on the game?
No.
No.
Was my screen gone blank and it logged me out, and then I've gone back in again now, and it's just black and I can't see anything. But it's got my name at the bottom.
Give me a minute, mate. Where's he gone? Where's Negan gone?
They don't call him Nagon for anything.
I think I'm gonna take a D4 psychic damage.
Wow, where's that gone?
It's like he's fell through the map.
I don't even know, because that's going to be a ball ache getting him back.
Can you not turn his token off and reload it?
Yeah, that's the ball ache.
Alright.
Because if I click on preview as token, it says no token either.
You deleted it?
I haven't deleted anything. It literally logged me out. I logged back in, and this is what it was. I moved into that room, and that was the last thing that happened.
No problem with that.
Go old school.
Not to offer the predictable potential solution, but maybe log out and log back in again, Jay.
Yeah, it logged me out. I'll log out again, but it
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, try and force
Yeah, but
it.
even so, I should still be able to see his. I should still be able to
Oh,
see
it
the
should still
token.
be there. Yeah.
Yeah. But the map's quite big, so I don't know if it's just like dumped in somewhere. I'm just trying
Do you want me to cast locate person?
to. Oh, that's annoying.
Could make the full map visible and we can all look for him.
Yeah, I'll do that, mate. Yeah.
Where's Negan?
Yeah.
Put on a stripy top,
Nice.
lad.
That has done my head in.
Is it worth just giving him control of Thalion for now? Not Thalion, Haleth.
No.
Yeah, agree.
I see a Negan.
Okay, he's back. Guess who's back?
Right, mate. Where was I?
So now you stood next to us, left lad. Couldn't get away.
But I
could you?
wasn't there.
Couldn't get away. Hey man, I missed you. Hey big man.
It's been a while.
There you go.
This is all in Draconic, I assume.
Yeah.
Always.
Is the nose?
Is right, bruv.
It is right.
Smack him, lad.
Can you see him now then, Jay?
No, do you want me to load back out and load back in again?
Yeah, I've just done a fresh Negan. Fresh Negan. Negan, dear.
Negan 2.0.
Previewing as Negan, yeah, but it doesn't let me do it.
Have you just moved Morthos? He wasn't there, was he? He was further in. Some cheating going on here, la.
Negan's disappearing off the screen again.
Just
I was
threw an
looking for
extra
Negan.
10. Just threw an extra 10 feet in there. Did you closer to the door?
No, I was looking for Negan.
Yeah.
No,
You
he
know.
only moved himself 6 inches.
That's a
all
huge
I got.
amount.
I saw. Doodaloo.
Okay.
Right. Look at that.
Oh, you're back.
Has it logged you back in as Negan 1 and you're in like some.
You got. Yes, that's. Yeah, hang on. That moved then.
It moves, but I can only see like.
Yeah, but what I can't remember what your settings were for seeing, mate. This is why I said it was going to be a bollock.
All right.
Because you haven't got dark vision, have you?
No, is it dark in the room then? Is that why it's like this?
Oh yeah, bright light. Yeah. Not for now.
He had light cast on his breastplate, didn't he, or something?
Yeah, he was casting a red light, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I don't think it's. I just left that on. I didn't know if it'd been We haven't said it's been cast since.
It's been a while.
How does that look now for Negan?
Woohoo! Yes, baby.
What was he, Mario, was he? Woohoo!
Let's go.
It's me, Negan.
Gee.
Okay, so Morthos. This winged creature just it almost like something out of a Jim Henson production, to be honest, as it just comes down from this crack in the ceiling. It's very dark crystal in its features as it comes down and attacks you. And that is going to be a 17 to hit. Please.
Hits.
Yes. Right. You. Okay. And get the dice out. What the hell? Right, that is going to be a massive 7 points of piercing damage as this long, sort of fleshy beak-like beak on its nose, as it sort of comes in, it latches on you onto your shoulder, and you feel this beak just driving into your neck. You feel this huge, like, weakening pulse of blood as it's sort of latching on. From there as well, we're gonna have another one fly down.
Ooh,
That's gonna
nasty.
do the same. That's gonna be a 7 to hit. So that's just gonna come in and try again and drive this point into in through your armor or your clothes, but not really making a dent.
Misses that one, yeah.
And this one is going to fly to here towards Thurin. Right, that's going to take us to Morthos.
Right. I'm going to cast Enemies Abound on the bird that is to the north of where I am.
Okay.
So,
Enemies are bound. What the hell does that do?
you reach into the mind of one creature. You can see it forces to make an intelligence saving throw. Creature automatically succeeds if it's immune. On a failed save, the target loses the ability to distinguish between friend or foe regarding all creatures it sees as enemies until the spell ends. Each time the target takes damage, it can repeat the saving throw, ended the effect on itself. On a success, whenever the affected creature chooses another creature as a target, it must choose the target at random among creatures it can see within range.
What's the DC?
12.
It's a fail.
Ooh. Well, it was worth a go.
No, it failed to save.
Failed.
Oh, it's not to save. Oh, fantastic.
So I'm going to put a...
As if you got that defeatist about it already. I was going to try it.
Ah, well, we're trying. Fuck it.
Oh, shit it. Shit houses.
Okay, put that as a marker on. So that's the one from the north, okay?
Nice, yeah. Cool.
At the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. That then takes us to Negan.
Yeah, I want to use
My axes.
my axe, but with a chain on. With my chain on one.
Ooh, is the returning.
Chain of returning. I want to throw it at the one closest to me. And that is 22 to hit.
It hits.
And that is 8 points of damage on that one.
As you hurl through it, it's there's like no. It's not even sport. You just chop straight through it. Its wing comes off. It digs into its sort of fleshy stomach. It sort of tears through it, and it lands. But as it lands, it just literally sort of almost like pops like onto the floor, like just spilling blood and
Grim.
guts and whatever else onto the floor.
I just want to look at Thorin and go, did you see his head go?
See his head go.
Yeah, I just want to pull my chain back.
Okay, returning the chain.
Yeah.
Anything else for your turn?
I will move in a little bit more.
Okay. Cool. Thorin?
Yeah, I'm gonna move up a little bit, and I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast at the one
Eldritch Blade.
the one to Morthos' left.
Yeah.
First one is an 11.
11 doesn't hit.
And the second one is a 18 to hit.
Come on.
Hits.
It's 6 force damage and 3 fire damage.
As you send off one strike, it's fluttering around quite erratically and you miss it. But with the second strike, as it hits, it literally just bursts like a confetti cannon.
Nice.
You just feel like as the little bits of like flesh and chunks of it just land on the floor. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay. So.
Oh.
With that, 3 more just send. You can hear them all now, like the roosting up in the in this crack. There's 3 more just descend. Right, Morthos, with this one that's attached to you, you're going to lose 5 hit points as it continues just to drain and suck the blood that's out of you. The one next to you is going to make an attack. Sorry, that one's dead, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
That one is dead. Yeah. 2, 1, 2. Yeah. This one is going to fly to you, Thorin. This one's going to fly down to Negan. And this one's going to fly this way towards Morthos. So on Thorin, that's going to be a 14 to hit.
Misses.
As it comes in, tries to do the same to you, trying to pierce into your flesh. And Negan, no, that's going to miss with a 9.
Fuck off.
Okay, Morthos.
Yeah, I'm just going to pull my daggers out. Start hacking.
Dagger.
The one that's currently on you, yeah?
Yeah. So that was 15 to hit on the first one.
Yeah, 15 hits.
And then damage is 4 damage.
Yeah, 4 damage. As you slice through it, you're sort of cutting like limbs and wing off across its head. It just falls and splats to the floor.
Nice. Second is 18 to hit.
You got in melee with this one. So you'd have to move
shit,
and
sorry,
then,
yeah.
You'd have to
Kill
move
it.
and then hit.
You can throw daggers.
Was that, sorry, Matt?
You can throw daggers if you want, if you're within 20 feet.
Yeah, I'm just saying he's not in melee, that's all.
Yeah, I'll move. And engage. 21 to hit.
21 hits.
And without the mod, 3 damage.
Yeah, 3 as you just spear this one, and it's sort of stuck on the blade of the dagger, and you sort of have to flick it down onto the floor, and again it just crunches and splats onto the floor. These are quite easy picking. If you move to Negan.
I want to attack the one that's in front of me, but just with my axe without my chain returning on first.
Yep.
That is 19 to hit.
Hits.
And that is 12 points of damage on the first one, obviously.
Yeah, that one, again, dropping now with a thud.
And then looking over at Thurin and seeing that one in front of him, I want to use my chain of returning and launch it at that one.
Okay.
Fuck. That is 10 to hit.
No, misses. As you slice through one and then throw in almost in one movement as you swipe and then you throw. This one dropping to the floor with a thud, but yeah, missing the one in front of Thurin. Anything else for your turn?
And no, I just in disbelief that I've missed it.
Okay, Thurin.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the staff of withering back out and bonus action shillelagh on it, and then take a swing at the bird thing.
Okay.
Bird. Bird.
15 to hit.
15 hits.
It's 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. Again, you're just pushing it with the staff, just knocking it flat. Okay. Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Okay. Okay. Here, you know, everything that's going on, it's now caused the rest of the nest to start to stir, and they start to descend. This one's going to move over towards Negan, and this one's going to move up to Morphos. Okay, so 2 are going to attack you, Thurin. That's going to be, first one's going to be a 15 to hit.
Misses.
Second one's going to be 20 to hit, not natural.
That hits.
You're going to take 7 points of piercing damage. I need to. Let's put a green mark on him because he's latched on and starting to drain you of your blood. This one next to Negan. That's going to be it's not going to hit. It's going to be an 8 to hit. So Morthos, the one to your west, your left, that's going to be a 18 to hit.
It hits.
That's going to be another 7 points of piercing damage, and this one is latched on as you feel it. As you feel it pierce into your flesh.
Oh dear.
The one to your north is going to take a go at you. That's 20, not natural to hit.
Yeah. It hits. Yeah, it hits.
That's 7 points of damage. I've just rolled nothing but 4s here. That's 7 points of damage, and that one latches on. You feel that one draining you as well, and then the one to your right. Oh, it's natural 18 to hit on that one.
Ooh, shit.
That's going to be 5 points of piercing damage as all 3 of them are now draining you of your blood.
Real suckfest.
Okay. Okay, so that's going to be.
I'm busy concentrating on this identify spell, but also there's people back here wouldn't have heard anything going on.
No,
Would we
no,
all?
you're quite far away. I would go back and see, but let's just continue the battle and
No,
let
that's fine.
fill the course. Right. Okay. So that then takes us to Morthas.
Hmm. Yeah. I'm just gonna pull my daggers out, I think, and try and hit that one that's to the north of where I am. That's latched on.
Okay. Yeah.
Fuck me. That's natural one.
Misses. You got your bonus. Your bonus attack.
And that's 18.
18 hits.
And that's 3 damage.
Yeah, you managed to strike the one that was draining you from the north. Anything else for your turn?
I just shout to the lads and say, I need some help here.
Okay. That takes us to Negan.
Put the one that's next to me open. That's 16.
16 hits.
And that is 8 points of damage, slashing damage on that one.
Yeah, you just cleave that one and it splats to the floor.
Looking between Thurin and Morthos and seeing Morthos is getting sucked off more than Thurin's getting sucked off.
I didn't tell you wasn't enjoying it.
Yeah. I want to use my chain of returning on the one that's closest to me. The one that's obviously.
Yeah.
After to be honest.
Oh, natural 20! Suck my whitest!
It's gonna be the most overkill nat 20 ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's 11 points. What do I add on? With
Double the dice.
You double the dice.
ah,
Double the dice, mate.
fucking that is 10. 16 points of damage.
Okay, so 16 points of damage versus its 2 hit points. You literally you cleave it in 2 as you pull back this chain, giving Morthos a slight respite. Anything else for Negan?
No, I can't do anything else. I'll just stay where I am.
Okay, Thurin.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a swing at this one that's leeching onto me with the staff.
Okay. It is on you, so it's almost like a hit to yourself.
I just rolled a nat 20.
Would somebody
Nice.
say he's beating himself
And
off?
now
Beating
sucking
himself.
himself off.
He's beating himself.
Beating himself off, yeah. He is beating himself.
That's 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, as you just smashing it off and it slamming into the floor. Anything else for your turn?
That's all I got.
Beat the meat.
Okay. Right, this one. Okay, let me see.
Bang.
Yo, how many are there in here?
I'm fucked.
It's so real.
It's over. It's
Just-
over.
Should we just fireball
No,
and,
no.
and get out of here, Negan?
What? Yeah.
I'll
We
say
don't- I have no idea what's going on. So, in the midst of casting this spell, and I'm getting, over the 10 minutes, slowly things are coming through. I'm like, so is
Oh,
it? Yeah,
shit.
it's definitely got elements of magic around it, and
There you go, Tavis.
it's got some sort of fire type of ability. Oh, sorry, I missed that, Jay.
Oh yeah, you can't even see what's going on, can you?
I've had no fucking idea now. Sound the alarm.
I can't.
Everyone's getting sucked real good.
Right, so from the off then,
You guys are
you're
still getting
going to
sucked off.
take Morthos, you're going to take another 10 points of damage as it's continuing to drain you of your blood. This one's going to fly to there. This one will fly to there. This one's going to fly to there.
We could have
Down
just
to
gone
there.
down the stairs, but oh no.
Down to there. Okay. Right. So let's do the two with Thorin. So first one, which would be the top one. That's going to be it's going to miss that with a 13 to hit.
Yeah, that misses.
And the next one is going to be a 20, not natural to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And that's going to be 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And that is now draining you of your blood.
Excellent.
2 for Negan. So top one is going to be a natural 3, so that's not going to hit. And a natural 2, so saved on both of them.
Getting that.
And now we've got 2 at the top, so we've got the left one for Morphos.
Isla, by the way,
That's going to be...
just quickly, Isla's just got a torch and he's lighting a little fire. He's cut up a lemon, putting some water, and he's making some lemon tea. Carry on.
Nice.
You dick.
So that one's going to be 18 to hit, and that's going to be 6 points of piercing damage.
I'm dead. I've got 0 hit points.
Okay.
Oh no! It's got sucked off to death.
Okay.
What a way
you're
to go.
unconscious. The one that was latched onto you has now detached itself.
Fucking hell.
We sucked him dry.
So these haven't had any movements. That's going to move this way. That's going to move this way. I think that had moved. That one's got had moves. That's going to move over this way. Okay, so now you're seeing the swarm towards you. So, Morthos, you've got a death save.
Okay, so it's 20 d20, but if it's between 10 and 20, it's
To save.
a save, right?
Yep.
Here we go. Fuck. 8.
Oh,
So that's your first fail. Okay, Negan.
Yeah, I will
So-
attack.
Just checking. There's no way we hear any
So-
of this because they're too far away.
no.
No, you're like not miles away, but you're
Would you,
you're quite a distance away.
would you say they're more than
Well,
120 feet?
just
I'm
because they've
I'm concentrating anyway for 10 minutes, so I don't think I would hear anything. But just for
just from where you
Tyrion
are,
and
Tavis,
Isla.
you. Hang on a sec, because you've asked the question twice. So let's just work it out, right? You are
Too late anyway. Fuck you, man.
from Thorin, who'd be the closest one to you. You're 140 feet away from him, right? And in that 140 feet, you are 35 feet of solid rock in between you.
Yeah, so message isn't going to work.
closed doors, yeah.
Imagine if we'd had that conversation about a sending stone before.
We did, but I've got the one that goes to Morthos.
Oh, shoot! Fucking
It's
hell!
in.
Nice!
Brilliant.
Bring him.
Can I just
Thurin,
congratulate you?
bring him.
We are now nearly 5 years into this campaign, and this is where we're at. Level 1 of a dungeon, guys. Level 4 for a character. Let's go.
And sorry, Carl.
Okay, so
closed doors between us. Yeah.
Dude, we're not.
you've got
on a-
35 feet of
absolutely
solid rock between you.
By the way, where the fuck is Thalion? Thalion? Where are you, my man?
I'm in the corridor having a lovely time, just looking up and down and seeing, make sure nothing's coming in behind us.
Oh, nice.
He basically needs a Control-Alt-Delete like his Discord.
That is.
Yeah,
He needs a good
I'm on-
reboot.
I'm on pause.
Where's Haleth?
He wasn't
He's
with
here
me.
with us.
but I've
He's
already
with the
gone.
others. I did move him to you.
Anyway, crack on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I
right
can't
next to you. He's
see.
right next to Island Tavis.
Yeah, he's with us. Yeah, not a problem.
Oh, right, so you
Because that
don't
guy
want
wants to. Well, he wants to go down, doesn't he? Anyway, let's carry on with this fight because I want to see how this ends.
Okay then, so Thurin.
No, it's me.
When six
oh no, did it?
Yeah,
Sending prayers, Paul.
The birds have just had their go, and Morthos has had his death save.
Yeah. Sorry, Negan.
All right, so I want to attack the one closest to me.
Yep.
So that's 17 to attack,
Hits.
and that is 8 points of damage on the first axe.
Yeah, that's gone. Splats to the floor.
That is 24 to hit on the second,
Hits.
and that is 11 points of damage on that one.
Yep.
I would then like to use Action Surge. And attack the one that is sucking Thurin off.
Sorry, did you take off the 5 hit points? Sorry, 10 hit points for draining blood.
No.
When it that was green on the previous turn, wasn't it?
No, he's only
Or did
just
I
attacked
put
me.
that as green now?
I killed the last one.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. So you're attacking the one that's on Thorin, yeah?
I'm going for the one that's sucking Thurin.
Sucking Thorin off, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I rolled an 18, so 26.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is 11 points of damage on that one.
Yeah. As it's sunken, its beak into his neck. Yeah. You managed to knock that to the floor with a splat. Anything else for Negan?
No, I will just hold my ground here, and hopefully Thurin will do something magical.
Okay. Thorin?
I was hoping to do something magical, but I can't because it'll do bad things. I guess I will cast Eldritch Blast at the two nearest Morthos to me. So in between me and Morthos.
Okay. Do you want to ping him? I assume you're going for that one there?
Yeah.
That one there, yeah?
Yeah, those two, yeah.
Okay.
First one is a 21 to hit,
Hits.
and the second one is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, both hit.
First one is 14 points of force damage. No, sorry, 12 points of force
Yep.
damage and 3 points of fire.
Yeah, as you sort of knock it back, it just spontaneously combusts along the wings,
And the second
and then drop into a smouldering mess on the floor.
second one is 5 points of force damage.
Yep. And that one follows it, splatting onto the floor.
I'll end
Is
my
that the end of your
turn.
turn? Okay. So this one's going to move there. This one's going to move there. Same with this one as it heads towards Negan. The one by you is going to attack. Lauren. That's 17 plus to hit, so 22.
That hits.
That's going to be 5 points of piercing damage as it latches on. Okay. Sorry, actually, you know what? I've got that totally wrong. I've actually can go a lot further. I can fly up to Negan. This one. Head that way. I think. It's going to head that way. So 2 on Negan. First one is 12 to hit.
No.
And a 3, so neither of them hit.
No.
Okay, so that will then take us to Morthos, so that's another death save.
Come on, man.
Come on.
I'm close to one.
Natural 1. Natural 20, sorry. Natural 20.
Don't tempt it, man.
Actual one.
Don't.
That is.
Oh, 18.
Oh.
We've lost the character. We've lost the character to an actual 1
Oh yeah.
on the second turn. Okay, that's 1 save. That then takes us down to Negan.
Sweet. If I was to do fire breath, could I catch all 4 that are near me? Because it's a cone and it's 15 feet. 5, 10, 15.
We can do cones on it, I think. Yeah, cone. And how far is it?
15 feet.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would get. You won't get the one to your. You won't get the one directly to your right, but you get the other 3.
Yeah, but I could use that as an action, and then I could have a second action to it. Yeah, I'll use flame breath on the 3, and then attack the other one if I can with my axe.
Okay.
So that
Is the flame breath an attack? Is it, or is it a save?
is just a breath weapon. So I mean,
That's going to be a dex save, perhaps.
Hey, dex save or done?
Yeah, it's a dex save. So do you know what your DC is for it?
it's
Breath weapon.
it's 3d6.
The DC save is equal to 8 plus your Constitution modifier plus your proficiency.
Yeah, it's 12 plus 3d6.
Yeah, what the modifier is? What the save is 12,
It's 12, yeah.
and it's a Constitution, yeah.
Yeah.
Constitution 0, so it's 12. So we'll go from the bottom up. So the first one's going to roll 3, second one's going to roll a 3, third one's going to roll a 19. Is it half damage on a success?
Yeah, well, yeah, but yes, 3d6 then half.
Yeah. So roll the damage.
Six points of damage.
And then it'd be 3 on the half, so all of them would bite the dust as you send out this gout of flame, lighting up as well the fissure above. As you roast all 3 of them.
Even the one that saved.
Yeah, because it's only 2 hit points. So
Okay.
even on the it was 3, wasn't it, for a save? So.
And then can I attack the one that's next to me with one axe?
Yeah.
And that is 21 to hit.
Hits.
And that is 11 points of damage.
Yeah, that one's gone, beat, down. There's now just piles of these creatures now just on the floor, blood, everything.
Can I move over?
Stench of burnt hair.
Can I move over to Morthos?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's it.
Negan's about to teabag Morthos. That then takes us to Thorin.
Yeah, I'll take a swipe at this one that's latched onto me with the staff.
Has he beaten himself off again?
That's a 21.
Yeah.
Red raw.
21 hits.
Give him some grease.
I need to get some monsters that have got ACs more than 20 here.
9 plus 4, so 13. Bludgeoning.
13. Yeah. As you take a swipe and feel it rip from your neck as you knock it down onto the floor and then grind it hard into the stonework. You wait and you listen and you can't see any more emerging, or it seems to have, this wave seems to have stopped. What you guys want to do?
Have you got anything to help get Morthos up? So.
I think I've got a healing potion. Do you remember what healing potions we all had each?
No, I handed everything out, and
I remember
that
what
was
was.
I know what I've got. I know I've got 2.
I know I've got 1, but yeah, as for everything else, I've handed them all out. And if you don't know, you don't know. Has he got a healing potion on his body, perhaps?
Negan got a mega one, didn't he?
Can I check his body?
I know I've got one. I wasn't sure which one I had.
Negan,
Can I check Morthos for a potion of healing, Daryl?
you're still greased up.
Yeah, make a internal check first.
See what Morthos is packing.
Yeah, just roll a investigation. I think it'd be investigation, wouldn't it? If you're actually digging around. Have you got any on your Morthos?
No.
So yeah, you're rummaging around, you're cupping balls for nothing.
Slipped one up there. Slipped one up his rectum. Whoop.
Thorin, have you got one on you?
Yeah, I've got a healing potion. Yeah. Just found it. In
He's
my,
blagging though.
No,
I
I
was
just
convincing blag, but it was definitely a blag.
got it in my old
But you
notebooks.
just found it, did you, in your pocket?
In my old notebook. But I started a new one.
No, I know I've got 1, but I don't want to use it right now. So.
Yes, Megan.
Yeah, I uncork the basic healing potion and pour it down his neck.
What's that? 1d4 plus 4, is it? What is it?
1d4 plus 1.
That's 1d4.
Plus 1?
No, it's
I've got it as
2d4
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah.
How is it?
Yes.
So you can roll that more fast for your as you feel this life force, if you like, just down your throat. It's actually Negan. It's not. It's not how babies are made, Negan.
I did pretty well there. I got 2 4s and the +2,
Oh,
so
maxed out.
maxed out.
Nice.
So 10 hit points for you, yeah.
Yeah, just
As
come
your,
around and say, what the fuck happened?
You got sucked off, mate. Proper.
Those pesky pigeons got you.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
Jesus. Well, thank you.
Yeah, you're looking a bit grey.
You were like Bonnie Blue in a room full of just everywhere. It was just everywhere.
Bonnie.
Not the most gallant way to go.
Funny.
Oh, Bonnie.
Oh, well, thank you, lads. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Maybe I won't be so keen to open so many doors moving forward.
I think we should go back to the room where the Ettins were and see if they had any stash there. I mean,
Yeah, well,
in for a penny, in for a pound, right?
there's nothing else in it. Nothing else. Is nothing else in this room that we can see though, Daryl? No.
Make an investigation.
9.
Who did you?
Absolutely.
No.
Brilliant.
4.
No, there's nothing. Nothing you can see.
Yeah. Okay. Well, might as well make our way out of here then.
Where are you heading to?
Back out this door.
Yeah, but where are you ultimately heading to? Back to where everyone else is.
Well, yeah. Walk back. Thurin? Did you want to go check it out?
I mean, I was kind of joking, but if you want to go and look at it, we can.
No, that's all right. Well, I don't want to miss anything out if we've come back this way. That's all. But
Why don't you two go have a look at it, and I'll go catch up with the other lads.
Okay.
Where are you going?
We're going to have a look at the where the Ettins are
Oh, you're going back
sleeping.
to the top end. All right, okay.
and
You just walked past me and haven't said a word.
I say to Talion, ask Morthos about his hickeys.
Yeah, you can see that there's red marks where they've been, where there's sort of like protruding sort of veins, if you like, where it's drawn blood, and it does feel sore.
Can I have a look around in this room and see if the Ettins have stashed anything? With them being Xanathars.
Yeah, you can make a perception or investigation. Probably perception, really.
Okay. Not the best. I'm gonna use my inspiration die. Try and make it better. It did not make it better. A 9. I'd have to go with the second one, don't I?
No, it's just a lot of shit. You're just kicking it round on the floor, just trying to look for anything that may catch your eye, but you can't see anything in there.
Cool.
It stinks as well.
Let's head back to the statue, I guess.
All right, Malthus. So how did it go? You don't look particularly great. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't feel great. I'm more embarrassed than anything else, to be honest.
Why? What happened?
Well, according to these lads, I just got sucked off by a load of birds, and although that sounds
That sounds incredible.
too good to be true, yeah,
I was
it
about to
was.
say they must have knocked you dead because you look a bit grey.
Yeah, well, I've come back from the dead.
You didn't die.
Uh,
You just went unconscious.
So the whole going through all the doors worked out really well for us then, yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna stop doing that. Actually,
I'm sure Thomas will be glad to hear he was justified in his comments re the stairs. But this is only the first level, and I imagine that things are going to get a lot worse going down.
Yeah,
Did
probably,
Tavis get sucked off? No. No, he didn't.
probably a short rest is in order.
yeah.
Okay. What are you? What are you each doing during your? Are you having a short rest? Is that agreed?
Yeah, why not? I'll carry on, make a bit of tea.
So this circle is pretty cool, as it turns out, isn't it? You can cast a fiery spell by using it, by
nice.
wearing it,
That's like
like
Northwest
once a day.
Northos could have done with a fiery spell. Look at the state of him. Went through one more door. Look at him.
He looks like he's been a bit hot.
Under the collar.
Something like that.
Okay. So you
Getting
guys
sucked up.
need a bit of a rest, or should we head down the stairs?
I think looking at Morthos, mate, probably a rest.
Yeah, I could probably do with a short rest, to be honest. But happy to move forward if everyone else is. I'm a trooper.
Oh, I mean, I can roll some hit die.
Are you a bit down as well, Isla?
Yeah, not like it down, but yeah.
So as you start to gather your things and prepare to take a short rest, for those that want to do a downtime activity, let us know. For those that are rolling hit dice, you can roll them now and then add your health points up.
I'm down a bit, so I might as well roll.
I'm back up to full health.
Nice.
Me too. I rolled 3 of my 68, and I'm back up to 58.
That's a roll 5.
What we got? 9. Come up to 19 hit points.
Okay, is anyone doing anything
I'll
with their time?
have continued to make some nice. I'll make the lemon tea. I'll put some medicinal herbs in it to help people with their healing. For some flavour. Chuck some chamomile in there and some other herbs.
Yeah, I'll have one of those. Thank you.
The herb.
Can I finally, after what feels like ages, recast in the hour that we've got Find Familiar?
Yep.
I bought the stuff before we headed down here for enough of that, so I'll cast Find Familiar and make Saw appear in their magpie-themed owl form.
I'd make it. Should have made one first.
Oh yeah.
Token form after that. You can do that. Where's Nathan gone?
Have you not heard?
Is that?
He's having a tactical.
What's happening?
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So, should we go down these stairs?
Well,
Yeah,
check this
let's
back.
venture.
You happy with the statue?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
that-
found this cool magical circlet that Tavis is now wearing.
Oh, nice. What's it do?
I said it casts like a fiery spell. I don't know if you know the spell Scorching Ray, but yeah, once a day it gives you that.
Oh, nice.
Does anybody
much,
else want it?
Sounds good.
No, you keep it for now, mate.
Well, it's a once a day thing. Maybe we pass it around once a day.
I know someone else who got passed around once a day today.
Right.
Passed around more than once.
I'll take point then and head downwards down the stairs.
I will follow. Slowly.
Where are you all? I'm still in the hallway.
Come on. We've come and got you. Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
Ah. Where'd you go then?
I'll wait till you start to narrate what the going down the stairs sounds or looks or feels like. That'll not.
Yeah. And what I need to work out, I'm trying to. I've just made store as a token, but what I'm trying to.
Oh yeah, sorry.
What I'm trying to work out is how I get my tokens to go to the next. So all the tokens go to the next. Just give me one sec.
Yep. Oh, level.
He didn't say level. He just kept saying next.
And, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Can you see my arrow, Tom?
Yeah, I can follow it down now.
It's been a while.
All right. Okay. So. Right. I think what I've got to do is the. Right. Can you all just group your tokens together? Everyone's together.
You might need to move that.
I do.
Right. Where's Haleth?
Yeah, he's moved.
Follow.
Okay. So that's everyone. Right. The other thing we need as well is we've got a bear token and we've also got a spiritual weapon token that needs to come with us on this journey. So that one. And are we going to carry on with the party token as well?
Yeah, bring it with us.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So if I group them, maybe that.
And tonight, Michael, I'm going to be the village people.
Bear with. I don't know. Ah, beautiful. Right, so if I start to just leave that there, need the bear, need the spiritual weapon, bring you guys in. Oh, this is a lot easier than I was worried this would be crap to do. Okay, so that's right, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So you embark down the stairs. This is they're quite wide and they are quite steep, but they stop and they sort of plateau and go down again, plateau a little bit and continue going. All in all, you're gauging that you're moving probably about 200 feet down. You're on these for quite some time as you're heading further under the city, leaving that first level of the dungeon behind and making your way into the next. And these stairs just seem to endlessly continue in front of you. You should be able to see your tokens now. Can you move them?
Whoop, whoop, whoop. For me, it says experiencing a bout of madness.
Yeah,
That's
Oh,
right.
okay. There we go. I can see some things. It's quite soon there. Yeah, just in like a tunnel.
Yeah.
Oh, staircase. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. Just
Yeah,
pull
so you're
up.
still on the stairs itself.
Sweet.
Yeah. See it again.
Mine's still loading, I think.
So how's yours looking, Jimbo?
Yeah, mine's a
You
staircase.
see it? Yep.
Oh, hello. Yes, here we go.
Yeah, can we move?
You
now?
with us? Everyone, is everyone there?
Yeah.
No,
We're descending down the stairs.
Yep. You're free to move down. As you're continuing to move, the stonework in this area seems to be identical to the level that you were on, as it's extended into this second level of the dungeon. As you go deeper into the Undermountain, so as you start to see that to the east, there's a passageway that seems to open up.
Oh yeah.
And you can also see that it continues further south as well. As you look into this room, you can see that there is very similar to what you've already been witnessing above, this sort of detritus on the floor, sort of scattered bones and just like rags and just general messy mess. It's just over the floor. But what catches your eye, is that as you're sort of making your way in, you sort of see that there's a goblin. Sorry, that would be Italian. You would maybe see this goblin.
Not yet.
two have made their way into the room, haven't they? Who's that?
Yeah, can't see anything in the room.
Morpha.
Morthos, you. That's what we can see.
Is it Morpha?
I can see him.
Just outside the room, you see a goblin. The goblin looks in your direction, sees you, and doesn't react. It potters around. It picks up what looks like a sack off the floor, and then it continues then just to walk north. It doesn't pay any attention to you. Just for those that are in the room, you see like a flag that's hanging, like just a hanging sort of flag from on one of the walls on the east wall.
A banner.
A banner, yeah, a banner. You can see that, and you can see that it is black. And then on that banner is a circle with the equidistant spokes going around it, which you've seen above. Only on this banner, Tavis, Thorin, you'll be able to see it from your perspective as well. On this banner, where that is, that sign of the Xanathar, you can see that someone has used possibly red paint or something else to paint a cross, a dripping cross across this sign.
Do you recognise any previous encounter of Xanathar's sign being changed in that way?
No. No. And as you look at it, I want you to, so Talion and Morthos, I want you to just make perception checks.
Oh, natural 20, but 24.
Okay. You can hear to the north, coming from the north. You can hear what sounds like chatter, what sounds like almost like a laughter, what sounds quite jovial and quite busy, like you've just sort of walked into, or you're on the edge of like a village square, or just it sounds like there's a lot of activity going on. Nothing that sounds violent or anything like that, but just a sense of activity. And as you just start to gain some bearings, and you watch this goblin trudging off with his bag towards the north, I think that's where we'll leave it for the session.
How far away is he?
He's from you. It's not on the measurement line. From you, he's 40 feet away.
Okay. It's fine.
Okay.
Nice one.
Nice.
Ooh,
Awesome.
yeah,
Okay.
level 2.
Level 2.